I'm expected not to know the song. Somebody
Yeah, I know, I do. Yeah,
usually says, "Oh my God, you know that song?"
Yeah. That's get cold, and you see a lot of snow during the winter time.
No, not a lot of that. Lots of snow, like service.
That is a full service.
Here, full service is them just saying, "How much gas do you want?" That's it.
Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. I'm LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Siza. She is in the building. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You know, we about that vibe each and every Sunday. And today is all about learning, growing, and having fun.
Absolutely.
That's how we do it on today. And we want to say welcome to Sunday Funday. Yes, and today, oh my God, we have a treat for you because my wife want to just talk about, you know, my South African wife. Just want to talk about.
Yes, specify South African. I think you all know by now that I'm South African.
Some things that she just can't get with or get used to. And so, because of that, we decide to do this podcast today so that she able to express herself and she able to help you with something that she can't get used to. So that
in America.
Yeah, in America. So that maybe one day, those that thinking about coming to America, you would know ahead of time some of the things that you might experience in America.
Well, maybe you might be used to it. I just cannot get used to it. This is like a personal experience. All right, so let's go.
So what's your first one, sweetheart?
Well, it's definitely the humanity. Okay, listen very carefully. I'm not saying Americans don't have humanity.
Okay.
But it's like, since I'm African, Africans have this sense of brotherhood, communityhood. You know, in this country, people will avoid looking at you in the eye when they meet you on the streets just because they don't want to say hello.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know, for me, that's like, oh, I would say hello and they just ignore me as if they didn't hear me. Before I used to take it personal and I'll be like offended. Now I'm like, oh, okay, I guess they're ignoring me and I just keep walking. But I just cannot get used to that people just don't want to say hello to another person, or even when you come to their home, they can just ignore you. You say hello and people just mind their own business. Like, why?
Why?
You know, we call it Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yeah, like humanity. Like, just do it for the sake of being nice. Because when you say hello when I come to your home, back, I feel at home.
You feel.
You know, when I say hello to you as a stranger on, you know, walking by, I'm thinking that you also feel like, oh, you know, that was nice.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
And I do want to say this too, because we are in North America.
Yeah.
No, the northern part of America.
Yeah.
East Coast. And so we just talking about East Coast. We in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Because humanity, that's maybe most people in New Jersey. But if you want to travel maybe to the southern states, then you will have a different experience. And there's people.
We hope so.
And there's people that's in the southern states that have some humanity, some that southern hospitality. So yeah, so that's something that you need to, you know, we need to bring up as well.
Yeah, right. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. But to me, it's America. It's all right. Because I guess I've just been exposed to the west side, you know, North America, and that's all I have seen.
The East.
And then another thing is, when you ask me a question as an American, it actually happened today as well. And then I answer yes. And then the question back to me is, are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
What?
What's wrong with that? All I'm trying to do is just confirming your answer.
How many times do you have to confirm? Because sometimes it doesn't happen once. You can say, "Are you sure?" twice, 3 times. Like, you're making me doubt my answer.
I'm just confirming your answer.
Do you want this, baby? Yes. Are you sure? Oh, God. No, I'm not sure. Yes, I'm sure. I wouldn't have said yes if I wasn't sure that that's what I want.
Yeah, just confirming the answer.
I can't get used to it. I just can't.
Yeah, she can't get used to it. So
it ruffles some feathers when it happens.
Yes. No, so baby, okay. Now what we get it. We understand. You don't know how to cook macaroni and cheese, so you allow me to cook my own macaroni and cheese.
Well, I can cook macaroni and cheese, but I choose not to learn.
You choose not to learn
the way you like it.
The way I like it.
Because in my mind, it's like I'm cooking a kiddies meal.
What? Oh my God!
Okay.
How can a kiddies meal?
So you can't get used to cooking macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, and make it like a meal.
And make it like a meal.
I can't think of us saying we're having dinner and the menu is macaroni and cheese. That's like children's meal.
Children's meal.
So I can't get used to that. Like, okay, I might learn how to cook it the way you like it, but my brain cannot get around thinking, am I cooking for a child?
I'm not a child. So
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I just cannot get my mind to get used to the fact that macaroni and cheese is actually an actual main meal that some people enjoy and can go to a restaurant and buy as a meal.
Well, in the South African American community, you got to get used to it because that's one of our staple meals that we eat, especially during Thanksgiving, Sunday meals, on Christmas. These are some things that we always got to have macaroni and cheese. I guess. Always. So if you're in America and you and you come into the African American community, you're gonna expect to have some macaroni and cheese.
And potato salad.
Collard
greens.
Collard greens, yes. So these
scones. How do you have scones with food?
Scones. Who said scones?
Scones for us, biscuits they call it.
We don't that. No. That's not mandatory.
Yeah, but they usually come.
No.
Okay,
not
maybe
true.
not scones or biscuits, but what do you call it? Cornbread.
No, you might not. You're right. You might have cornbread. You might have cornbread.
Things like that. I mean, I just cannot get used to it. That's a dessert. How do you add it onto your main meal? It's like adding cake to your main meal. Anyways, it's just one of those things.
Okay, but we're gonna talk about what I maybe one day about me, the things I can't get used to with South Africa.
Okay, listen to this. It's not that I'm looking down upon America. It's just the culture shock that comes with it. That even so many years later, I still just can't get my head around these things. And it's not because I'm looking down on the culture, but it's just I never grew up with these things.
I got
it. So
I understand.
Yeah. Another thing is when I sing along to a song, an old school American song, I'm expected not to know the song. Somebody
I know I do. Yeah,
usually says, "Oh my God, you know that song?"
Yeah.
I just want to punch him when he says that. Like, no, I actually don't know Keith Sweat. No, I don't know what's this Mariah Carey. No, I wouldn't know.
But they popular Mariah Carey, so I wouldn't know you know Mariah Carey. But like some old school
like who? Just make an example. Can we talk for a minute? Then his response would be like,
okay.
Oh, yeah. You know him?
Yeah, like El DeBarge in the Barge.
Listen, we listen to a lot of American music, and
some the old school hip hop. Like you didn't listen to.
But I think you should get over the fact that when I sing along to songs, that I know them. How would I sing along to a song and I don't know it? I didn't learn it in America like in the last 7 years been here.
Mm-hmm.
I know the songs. We know the songs.
You know the songs?
Yeah.
So I know South Africa is mostly summer. It's mostly warm. and we live in.
We have 4 seasons.
Yeah, you have 4 seasons, but mostly warm, and we live in a state that's get cold, and you see a lot of snow during the winter
No,
time.
not a lot of snow. Lots of snow, like.
But not this year though. We ain't get that much snow this year.
We had a snowstorm.
We ain't get that much snow. You gotta come. We ain't get that. This year was no snowstorm.
When they shut down schools and churches and stores and roads, that's a snowstorm to me. Thank you very much.
We didn't get that this year. They didn't shut down school this year.
It feels like I did. I mean, it's just been happening year after year after year. Like, I cannot get used to snow.
You can't get used to snow.
I cannot get used to lots of snow. I just don't like snow. I'm a summer girl. I'm from a tropical country. South Africa is, like you said, mostly warm, and I'm from Durban, which is like a coastal area. So snow happens in the mountains somewhere. They have snow, but somewhere in the mountains. But it's not like a regular occurrence that you'll find on a winter day. You know, so that white thing coming down from the sky, I don't like. I'd like to change actually the state and go to a much warmer state because I cannot get used to snow.
Like today, it's the end of March and we got some flurries.
We got some snow today. Like what? You know, can you just get over the snow and just keep moving? And then when I post pictures like on social media, my South African people will be like, "Oh my God, it looks so cute. It looks so romantic." No, it does not. When you're still living there, okay, it's nice on the pictures, but living.
Yeah, it does look good when you take pictures in snow. It does look good.
All right. So what about you guys not being communal?
Communal.
Yeah. It's like when you're in this country, like you're on your own. I mean, you know, I often have this thing that I'm like, should my husband die, God forbid, before me, I really don't know how I'm gonna cope because we live such a secluded life. You know, because in this country, to each their own, and it's so painful where I can't not really rely on a neighbor, on a friend, or a family member kind of situation. It's like you're on your own, and I've seen that also even among family members, relatives, you know, extended family, that I won't do if you don't do for me.
You know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
I can't get used to that.
Yeah.
Why can't you just do out of the kindness of your heart and not be in expectation that if I come to your event, then you'll only come to my event. If I don't come to your event, then I have to answer to you to say, why didn't you come? If you don't come, then we won't come to yours. Like, I can't get used to that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's, I feel like it's a bit of coldness associated with that. You know, where we are not family. You cannot just do things just because you're being nice to me. But there's always that expectation.
Yeah, expectation.
Maybe it's my experience. It might not be an experience of everyone else, but I cannot get used to that now.
Yeah. I think, and it's sad because you have an expectation to do something. I'm only going to do something if you do something for me. That's the wrong way to look at things.
Yeah.
And it is sad.
Yeah.
It is sad.
Yeah.
Do it because you want to.
Yeah.
Do it
but
because...
is that like an American culture?
Yeah, I think that's just American culture. I think that's like...
Bygones are bygones.
I think that just doesn't matter where you are in America. Yeah. I can't speak for everyone in America.
So it's not like in the black culture.
I haven't been to every state.
Even the white culture, you think is the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. But I think it's more in the black community. I think it's more.
Do you think it has to do with I can't see you become better than me kind of thing?
Yeah, and it's that crab in a bucket.
What is a crab in a barrel mentality?
A crab in a barrel. You put a bunch of crabs in a barrel.
Yeah.
Every crab that tries to climb out of the barrel, there's another crab that's going to grab that crab and pull him back in. Eventually, no crabs can get out the barrel because they're all pulling each other back down because they're all trying to get to the top. No crab is helping. How do you not know that? I don't.
You know, you ever heard that phrase? The crab. It's that crab in the bucket. They don't want to see you.
Pull you down syndrome.
Yeah, pull you down syndrome. Yeah. I think that's what, especially in the black
sad.
community.
I can't get used to
and,
that.
And not realizing how can we grow and go up
if we don't help each other out.
I only can help
Genuinely.
you out. Yeah, I only can help you out if you help me out. That's a bad way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't get used to that. To me it feels very cold and it's just inhuman. Yeah. Anyways, driving on the wrong side of the road.
The wrong side.
Like,
it's the right side.
7 years later, guys, I still get confused. I still go on the other side where I'm usually the passenger now because my husband usually drives when we're driving together. I still go
every now and then you go to the driver's side.
No, not every now and then. I have to psych my mind up not to go to the right side, to the driver's side.
You're right, the right side, yeah.
Because if I'm just doing it out of habit, I will go to the passenger side, thinking that, especially when I'm driving, thinking that I'm going to drive. Because it's the wrong side.
It's the right side.
Anyways, we're not going to get to that argument again, but yeah, I kind of get used to having the steering wheel on the left-hand side. I'm so used to having it on the right side, and I was psyched to say, keep left past right.
Keep left past right.
You guys keep right past
right
left.
Past left.
Can't get used to it. Nah, it doesn't get easier. Nah.
Yeah. So and so what now? I know because in America, we like, I think most of the only country that has this clock where it's spring forward and daylight saving time.
No, England does it. Europe does it.
Okay.
Yeah, Europe definitely does it. I don't know any other country, but Africa as a whole continent, I don't think they do it. Maybe in the north, I'm not sure, but southern Africa, we don't do that, and it's frowned upon. And every time I have to explain, now that we are in spring, our clock sprung forward. Like, what are you talking about, Caesar? No, we're now no longer 7 hours behind you guys. We are now 6 hours behind. Oh, we understand that we are ahead of you, like the South Africans would say. But how do the clocks turn? Don't ask me. I still cannot get used to it. The clocks go back when we're going into winter,
and the reason
and they spring forward when we're going into
spring.
And
the reason why they have that, because in the spring, summer months, they light longer. So
I think it does. That hour does help.
Yeah, it gets darker later in the spring and summertime, and in the wintertime it gets darker early.
Yeah.
So that's why they have.
But I just recently heard that they're trying to.
They probably trying to get rid of.
It's gonna be hard to adjust, not to spring forward or go back, because that hour does make a difference.
And you know when you see like okay, time going forward or so yeah.
What about pouring your own gas? Ooh, petrol. Like pour my own gas. Like, I am not used to that. I'm used to just sitting in the car having a full service, like, proper full service.
Proper. You gotta say that, because in the southern states and western states, only in the eastern, northern states, you put your own. No. Northern, we do. They attend to us.
In New Jersey.
Yeah, but in the southern states, you pour your own gas.
But not in all northern states. I only know New Jersey, because in New York you pour your own gas.
No, they have attendants, gas attendants.
In New York?
Yeah, they have a gas attendants. Yes,
You pour your own
I believe
gas.
they have gas attendants in New York and Boston and Connecticut. They have gas attendants.
Nope.
Yes. I just recently got gas in Connecticut. Yes, they had a gas attendant.
Okay, but
in the southern states and all the rest of the states, yeah, you got to do. You pour your own gas.
But I know when we're into Pennsylvania, which is like right next door,
You pour your own gas.
gas.
You pour your own
But
gas.
okay, let's make this differentiation now. When I say full service, I mean you literally sit in your car. This is South Africa. open your petrol or gas tank.
Okay.
That's all you do. And then you hand over the card. This is full service. They will check your tire pressure.
Okay. Wow.
Without you asking. They'll check your oil and water.
Okay. Oil and water?
Yeah.
They check your oil?
Yes, sir.
Oil and water?
Yeah, but check your oil and water. That's full service.
Your windshield fluid.
Yeah.
Your windshield wiper fluids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And water. I don't know the water that you add in the front. I
There's
don't know
no water.
That.
Windshield wiper fluid.
They wipe they clean your windshield.
Okay.
Without you asking.
Uh-huh.
They do like ask, okay, how much gas do you want, like they do here, and that's a full
That's a full service. That is a full service.
Here, full service is them just saying, how much gas do you want? That's it. No hello, no thank you, no nothing.
And the only way they're gonna clean your window if they feel like you're gonna give them a tip.
Yeah, or you ask, and when you ask, they just point you to the window cleaner sometimes.
So in South Africa, do you have to give them a tip?
You don't have to, but I mean, if somebody does a full service,
do they
like
do it
that,
anyway?
They do it anyway.
They do it anyway,
Yeah.
even if they don't give
Because
a
it's
tip.
full service. Yeah, it's full
Okay.
service. And some places they will ask, would you like me to check your oil and water? Or would you like me to check your tire pressure? In some areas they won't ask and you will ask them. But cleaning of the windshield, if they see that it's filthy or dirty, they will automatically do it.
Okay.
Cleaning of even the side mirrors, because that's you used to drive, they will do it for you. And then yes, it's good to give them a tip because they don't get paid much.
They don't get paid, yeah.
But then some people don't because people are people. But it's always a good thing to do it. But that's one of the things I cannot get used to. Like especially when I leave New Jersey and go to a state where you have to pour my own gas. I had to call a friend this one time to ask, what do I do when I take the nozzle out? And it was torture. Trust me.
Yes. So I want to understand this next one because I gotta make it clear and bring clarity.
Yeah.
Names are in English and
Okay.
cannot differentiate between black and white.
Okay, so
You laugh at that.
like in South Africa, because it's an African country, you will be able to differentiate people by their names. And okay, if they're calling Nonhlanhla, Noktula, Tulani, Bheki Nkosi, Noxolo, they will know. You'll know that referring to a black person, unless they're using their middle name, which is often an English name. Unless they and when they're not using their last name, which is usually in vernacular. But if they just say Noktula, then I automatically know, that's probably a Zulu lady.
A Zulu lady.
Because even the names are different according to
The
your culture or your language.
Okay.
So in America, I cannot know if Leonard is going to come and appear black or Leonard is going to be white. Because there can be black Leonards and there can be white Leonards.
Yes.
There can be white Wendy's and there can be black Wendy's. So I would love to have the privilege to be able to know, I'm expecting this person. Because even the accents, you can't really tell if somebody speaks, if this is a white person that I'm speaking to or a black person that I'm speaking to. Not that it makes a difference. I think it's a cool thing that you don't have to differentiate.
Yeah.
Because it removes the discrimination part of it.
Yeah.
But it's something that I cannot get used to. I'm like, then maybe I'm speaking to a Leonard because I'm married to a Leonard. Then a white Leonard appears. I'm like, okay, I was expecting black kind of situation. So something petty, I know, but I just cannot get used to that because I'm so used to being able to differentiate somebody before they come.
Okay. And so another one I know you can't get used to is converted the currency.
Whoa, child, like
The
this.
currency.
Okay, I think this one I need to sit up. Americans would like to be different, guys. I cannot get used to that.
Abbreviates our small measurement, milligrams. We use mg, milligrams, mg, milligrams. And you guys have ounces, which you then abbreviate OZ. There's no Z in the word ounces. I don't know. That's pale in comparison to what you've done with pounds. That for me, please explain to me how the abbreviation for pounds became LBS.
Changing pounds. First of all, even if you abbreviate it, why say LB? when there's no LB in even the word pound.
Pound, yes. That's not currency. You talking about the pound.
The weighing.
The weighing.
Like
yes,
I want
the weighing.
1 pound of sugar. We used to kilograms, you know, kg, kilograms. There's a K and the G in the kilograms.
Hold on. I do have to say something.
Yeah.
I do have to say something.
Go
we
ahead.
also use kg.
Where?
Yes. We measure also pounds, kg.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the 7
You
years,
have-
I've never
You
measured
have
in
to,
kg.
but yes, we do. I worked in the restaurant, so that's how I know that in the restaurant business. So we do
Okay,
measure
that's
in
new.
kg and
Okay,
pounds.
what about Fahrenheit?
And inches as well as inches.
Inches, I think, is American. Yeah, we don't do inches. We
Yeah.
do centimeters.
Centimeters, yeah, we do all that. Centimeters,
You
inches, kg,
don't.
and pounds. Yes, we do. But majority of the people measure in pounds because it's easier to us. I think it's easiest to us, so that's why we measure
No,
in
because
pounds.
you like being different. Fahrenheit.
I just said we are unique.
Why? I'm still confused, guys. When they say 30 degrees,
13 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
No, we don't say Fahrenheit. We just say 13
30 degrees. But I have to convert it in my mind. Okay, it's Fahrenheit. So what does that mean? I really don't know. I just go with the flow because I'm used to degrees Celsius. This Fahrenheit nonsense. It's too hard. It's too hard. Like, they just like to complicate things.
Uh-huh.
Things.
Things.
Everything must just be different. You know, they don't want to be normal like everybody else. Well, I can't get used to
We
it.
want to be different. We creative. We unique. So, you know.
I don't understand when he says creative and unique.
We
It
are
just doesn't
unique.
make sense. But anyways, those are some of the things
Yes,
that I really
yes,
cannot get
can-
used to.
can get used
There's
to.
way more, but because of time, I'm just gonna keep them to those.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something from that because
Yes.
I'm learning as I'm going as well in this country. And if there's any other things that you can think of, please do add them in the comment section. I'd love to hear what
Yes,
you can get
yes.
used to in America, or even watching the movies if you happen to be anywhere else in the world right now watching this. And there's something that you hear Americans do or say that you cannot get your head around, please add it in the comment
Add
section.
it in
We'd
the
love to
comment,
hear about
yes.
it. Also, thank you for watching, and we ask that you continue to subscribe. We're on our road to 1,000
subscribers. Yes.
Very excited, and
Very
thank you
excited.
for making it possible. Thank you for being a friend of
Yes.
this channel. Thank you for being a chiller. We love you.
Yes.
And please continue to share. Please continue to comment. Please continue to subscribe to our
Chaplin
channel.
children, yeah.
And guess what? We are really, really, really looking to be your friends also on social media. If you
Yes.
want to continue to follow us on social media, come on. Follow me at Lady Siza 1 on Instagram, at Lady Siza 1 on Instagram,
And you can follow me at Get Inspired by LJ on Instagram, Get Inspired by LJ. And you can follow me, Get Inspired by LJ on YouTube. And I'll say subscribe and hit that notification bell and comment on the videos that I put up consistently, motivational videos. As well as you can follow us
on Chilling with the Chaplins.
Chilling with the Chaplins.
On all platforms.
Yes, and if you want to listen to the audio version of the podcast, you please more than welcome to listen to the audio version of the podcast while you driving, exercising, cleaning up, whatever you may be doing. And the platform that we on, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music. And like we always say, hit that follow button, that plus button or that check button to follow us, as well as give us a 5-star rating. We just don't say give us a rating, but give us a 5-star rating, as well as leave a review. Tell us what you think about the podcast, and it does help us to grow the channel and be able to reach more and impact on more people. So we do appreciate your support. We thank you for the love. We thank you for the tribe that we are building, because we are building a tribe, and we appreciate you. And so, yeah.
So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed that session.
Yes.
We'll see you again next Sunday.
See you next week.
Take
care.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.